Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy if we've not met before, and today it is Valentine's Day, so we are going to be looking at all of my favourite heart-shaped leaves in my collection at the moment. If you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, I'm sure you can still appreciate a heart-shaped leaf. We don't go all out for Valentine's Day, it's just a nice day to put in a little bit more effort kind of thing, but you know, we love each other every day of the year, so I hope you're enjoying the day. If it's just another day to you, happy Wednesday. Let's check out some heart-shaped leaves. First up, I wanted to share my Philodendron micans with you all. This plant is so old. It's such a staple in my collection now. I've had this plant for years. It started out as such a tiny little thing and it's grown into this. I've chopped it back loads of times. I've actually recently chopped off a load of the longer vines on it, but it is a classic heart shape. It's probably really dusty, so excuse the dust if there is any, but you can see the gorgeous heart shape, the velvety texture, and on the back, I don't know if it'll come across on camera in this lighting, well, you can kind of see they're quite red on the back, which is so cool. I love this plant so much. I know you can grow it climbing, and the mature form of this looks very different to the immature form like this, but I just love this plant trailing. I really do. But that is my first favourite heart-shaped leaf in my collection. Next up, I had to show you an Anthurium. This is my Anthurium magnificum verde. I think I could show you lots of Anthuriums in my collection for this video. I have only brought two with me. So this is obviously quite an elongated heart-shaped, but you cannot deny that that is a heart-shaped leaf. And it is beautiful. It's really due a repot. It absolutely definitely needs to be repotted. This is the other leaf. This one's technically bigger than the previous one, but they're both gorgeous. I really love the veining on this, and the emergent leaves on this one are stunning. So red and gorgeous, like just beautiful. But yeah, that was my second heart-shaped leaf that I'm really enjoying in my collection. I really enjoy this plant all the time. I've had to open my balcony door because it is really hot today. There is construction going on outside, so I'm really hoping the mic doesn't pick that up too much. It's just too hot. Jeez. It's just really hot. I'm not moaning, like I'm really happy for it to be spring rocking up right now, but right, next on my list that I wanted to share with you, and we're gonna just ignore the kind of like potting trellis situation, but that is my out the way. That is my Dioscorea discolour. You can't deny that these are pretty cool heart-shaped leaves. It's so pillowy and beautiful. I really love it, and the back is a phenomenal colour on this one as well. Look at that, so pretty. Next up is another philodendron, and that is the Philodendron majestic. This one is a water propagation at the moment. I can see some roots growing, which is very exciting, but it's the leaves that are the real stars here. Like, are they not? So stunning. I mean, that heart is literally the perfect heart shape. Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. Such a stunning heart-shaped leaf. I mean, a lot of philodendrons also have beautiful heart-shaped leaves, but yeah, couldn't not include this one. It's so pretty. I have another heart-shaped philodendron to share with you, and that is my Philodendron hederaceum variegata. And this was a like little extra cutting that Michaela Please Send Nodes put into a package that I got from her. This was the mother leaf, which is a bit beat up, bless it, but from the node it's grown so far these 3 leaves, and just look how beautiful that is. This last one, oh, it's kind of coming off on camera, has like a bit of the hint of pink to it because it's still new coming out. I am gonna chop these into individual nodes and grow some more, because I would really like a long trailing variegated philodendron, a bit like the micans. I would like to get it to that size. Okay, up next I have a Hoya, and it's the only Hoya on this list, but that had to be the Hoya Kerrii, obviously. I've been on a bit of a journey with this one. It's just starting to grow. Can you see this little bump there? It's just starting to grow, but you can't deny, I'm not gonna be able to show you them up the right way. You can't deny that that's a heart-shaped leaf. Obviously at this time of year there's often the single Kerrii leaves just for sale, but unless you've got a bit of the stalk, the node attached to that single leaf, it's never going to grow. It'll just be a very pretty single leaf, but couldn't not include the classic Valentine's Day heart-shaped leaf. Do you know what's really funny is, before I was a planter person, like years and years and years ago, I actually thought, because they've done these at Valentine's Day for years, haven't they? But I actually thought that these leaves were not natural. I thought that they were like forced to grow that way. Like, have you ever seen, I think it's normally fruit, but you can put like a mold around a fruit and it'll grow into the shape of that mold. Like, I thought that's what they did with these leaves, which obviously I know now is not the case. They do just grow in this gorgeous heart shaped, but I remember being in a shop and being like, oh, it's just so ridiculous that they force these leaves to grow like this. So naive. Just didn't know how cool plants could be back then. Next up, I have another Anthurium for you, which I wanted to share purely for this leaf because, like, is that not a gorgeous heart shape? This is my Anthurium rugulosum crinitum. I can never remember. I should put a tag in this one. Can never remember the way the name goes, but I love that leaf. I love that leaf. That is a gorgeous round heart-shaped leaf. It's perfect in my opinion. Next up, if you've watched any of my recent videos, you'll know who I'm going to show. This little guy. This is my This is my Dioscorea elephantipes, and it has the most adorable, cutest little heart-shaped leaves. Like, how stinking cute. Like, look at that tiny little heart-shaped leaf. Is it not adorable? Like, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Sorry, I was so close to the camera then, but I love this plant. It's just so cute. Could not include it. A gorgeous heart-shaped leaf. This next one I was really reluctant to take down from its place because I know how tangled it's going to get, so I'm risking it for you guys. But that is my variegated string of hearts. Had to include it. It is such a classic heart-shaped leaf, and the variegation just adds to the stunningness. On the back it looks pink. Can't get more Valentine's-y than can't get more Valentine's-y than that, can you, gang? Trailing pink hearts. Perfect. It's gorgeous. It's quite long now. I really love this plant. The tip to get it more pink is to give it more light. So this is actually probably the whitest mine's ever been, because I used to keep it in my my south-facing windows, and it was just pink, like bright pink, and I pulled it back and it's now sat like on my shelves and cabinet area, and since moving it back it's definitely faded in the kind of pink department. It's got a beautiful whiteness to it as well, but it's still kept a little bit of the pink because of the grow lights, which I really appreciate. So yeah, had to include the real classic string of hearts. Okay, so last but certainly not least is my Philodendron gloriosum, and just in particular this leaf. I'll show you the other ones though. So it's got these two down here, which are obviously not looking their best. This is the oldest one, and then there's this one round here, which is quite cute, but this one's the biggest and it's the nicest looking in my opinion. Pretty heart-shaped leaf. What's nice about these ones is when they are emerging, they've got like a pink hue to them, so I quite like that for Valentine's Day too. So those are my favourite heart-shaped leaves for Valentine's Day. I would love to know what's your favourite one out of this collection that I've just shown you. Which would you pick to be your favourite heart-shaped leaf? And have you got a favourite heart-shaped leaf in your collection? I'd love to know. Let's chat in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Woo! the sun is coming back out. If you're not already, please do subscribe. I'm putting out plenty content twice a week, most of the time, every week. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.